Dark Souls is one of the most popular games of all time and is remembered for being a brutally difficult experience. As always, I will be examining the story, environment, and gameplay of Dark Souls to find out what makes it so good. The story of Dark Souls is an interesting one, not just because of the story itself, but because of how it is presented to the player. Similar to Half-Life 2, Dark Souls cleverly presents its story through the environments that you venture through. However, a lot of the story is also presented through things like item descriptions, gameplay, and dialogue. Despite all the clues and snippets of story left through the game, however, it never distracts you. Unlike many games I have reviewed so far, the story takes a serious backseat to gameplay. However, if you are willing to look in every corner of Dark Souls' incredible world, you will find a beautiful story. The premise of the game is that a long time ago, the world was ruled by dragons in an age of grey, until a lord named Gwyn discovered a flame deep beneath the ground. This fire, named the First Flame, contained a soul which Gwyn used to defeat the dragons with the help of an army of humans. This ushered in the Age of Light. In Dark Souls, you play as an accursed undead, a human brought back from the dead with a singular purpose, to fight through the ancient city of Lordran, home of the Age of Light, and sacrifice yourself to keep the First Flame burning, which by extension will prolong the Age of Light. Throughout the game, as you slowly learn more and more about the Age of Grey, Light, and the eventual Age of Dark that will follow if the flame is not kindled, you begin to doubt the validity of your own quest and are forced to choose between extending the Age of Light or plunging the world into darkness. The story is genius and rewards players who go out of their way to explore every inch of the world to find bits and pieces of the narrative. The environment of Dark Souls is beautiful. Every single location you journey through has been meticulously designed. The enemies are purposefully placed in areas that make them difficult to fight. Statues and paintings reveal aspects of the story. Secret items are hidden behind fake walls and inside chests. Sometimes the environment will feature frustrating obstacles, which feed into the central idea of difficulty. Areas like Sen's Fortress feature traps like boulders and mimics, which are creatures that look like chests and will eat you if you try to open them. Blighttown features poisonous lakes and shifting platforms that will throw you down into the depths over and over again. While all of the areas are stupidly difficult, there is something that helps: bonfires. Bonfires can be found rarely throughout the game and save your progress. Bonfires help to alleviate the pain of journeying through the game by showing you that you are making progress. The environment is beautiful and so soul-crushingly difficult to navigate, but the sense of achievement that you feel when you find the next bonfire makes it all worth it. Finally, the gameplay of Dark Souls is probably its most famous component due to its insane difficulty. The game is a third-person action RPG set in a fantasy/medieval setting. The main gameplay consists of fighting through an area of enemies and then facing a boss. Since I already talked about the areas in the environment section, I'll focus on the bosses. Most of the difficulty in Dark Souls comes from the bosses. They deal a huge amount of damage but take very little in return. They have attack patterns that must be carefully studied to learn when it is safe to attack. And when you fail, you usually have to travel pretty far before you can face the boss again. The bosses are usually massive and imposing, and every time you face one, you feel like you have no chance of winning. They will destroy you so many times that you will feel hopeless. But when you finally conquer them, you feel like you just climbed a mountain. The game is difficult but fair and will always reward you when you conquer a tough boss. With all these aspects, I believe that Dark Souls is a great game for anyone looking for a little bit of difficulty and challenge.